Welcome back. So today we're doing a bit of detective work.
We are.
We're digging into a specific online retailer, Ashlen Jewelry.
Right. And the big question for you here really is a simple one. Can you trust them?
Exactly. Is this a legitimate brand, or are you walking into a potential trap?
And their pitch is, it's really appealing. They talk about what they call Danny Jewelry.
Danny Jewelry, right. What does that even mean?
Well, they claim it's a unique high crafting standard, and they say they can offer great value because they have this direct supply chain.
So it cuts out the middleman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, a full refund policy if you're not happy.
Okay, so on the surface, that sounds like a home run. A dream deal, really.
It does.
But the evidence we're looking at it's all over the place. Let's start with the good side of things. What are the happy customers saying?
Well, the happy customers are very happy. Many of them report getting their products on time. The packaging is decent, professional.
And what about the customer service?
They say it's responsive. They get back to people. And this really shows up on Trustpilot. The company has a surprisingly strong 4.45 average rating.
Wow.
And that's from hundreds of reviewers, people who are just praising the service.
Okay, hold on. A 4.45 that's serious social proof. That's a premium score.
It is.
So if the brand is that solid, why are there red flags? How do you square hundreds of satisfied people with these pretty significant warnings we're about to get into?
And that is the absolute core of the problem, because when you turn away from those customer reviews and start looking at external risk aggregators, the whole picture just flips.
Flips out.
You go to a platform like SiteJabber, and suddenly you find dozens of really, really dissatisfied users.
And what are their main complaints?
All sorts of things. Poor quality is a huge one. The items look nothing like the photos. Or some people report missing items entirely.
And that responsive customer support you mentioned.
It's gone. They say support just goes completely dark on them.
And it gets more insidious when you look at the technical side of things, right? The actual website infrastructure.
Yes, that's probably the most alarming detail. The scam advisor flag.
What did they find?
They gave the domain a very low trust score, and not for a vague reason. They cited specific technical risks, including a high spam registrar usage.
Meaning the site is set up in a way that's similar to known scam operations.
The setup shares those characteristics, yes. Yeah. And there's another thing. Ashlen has an internal review system.
Which means they control the feedback on their own website.
Exactly. Which, it just adds a layer of skepticism. It makes you wonder how reliable those big Trustpilot numbers really are.
So you're combining hundreds of happy reviewers with this clear technical warning and some intense quality control issues.
Which puts us in a very volatile gray zone.
Okay, so it's not a guaranteed scam, but it's definitely not what you call a safe bet.
Not at all. It's high risk and it's high inconsistency. The technical flags mean you have to be cautious.
So for someone listening who might still be tempted by that value proposition, what's the practical advice? How can you protect yourself?
Okay, first, and this is the most important thing, you absolutely must use a payment method that offers strong buyer protection.
Like a credit card or PayPal?
Absolutely. That is your insurance policy against the product never showing up or being completely unusable.
Okay, what else?
Keep detailed records of everything, screenshots, emails, the order confirmation. If you have to file a claim, you're going to need that proof.
And just managing your own expectations ahead of time sounds vital here.
Totally. You have to be realistic that the actual build quality might vary a lot from those nice photos.
Right.
And always check the shipping and especially the return policies very carefully before you buy. And maybe the biggest piece of advice is never order a large amount at first.
Test the waters.
Test the waters with the lowest risk purchase you possibly can.
So this deep dive really shows that a high Trustpilot score on its own is simply not enough to guarantee you're safe.
Not when there are these fundamental technical red flags just under the surface.
Right. You, the listener, have to be the one to navigate that contradiction.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our final provocative thought. In a marketplace where even these well-rated brands can carry significant quantifiable risks buried just beneath the surface, what does that permanent gray zone mean for consumer trust going forward?
That's a huge question.
And how much uncertainty are we collectively willing to accept for what just looks like a good deal? Something to think about. Tread carefully out there.